Hey guys, it's Catherine from 85th and Pine, and today I'm going to be making this simple stacked pumpkin sign just in time for fall. And I used 1/8 inch white birch for the top layer and 1/8 inch sapele plywood for the bottom layer and the base. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to show you how I'm going to add text to this file. I already have it on here as you can see on my screen, but I'm just going to do it really quick again just to show you so you know how to do it if you go to purchase this file. So again, this piece on the left right here, I'm printing on 1/8 inch white birch plywood, and then this piece right here I'm printing on 1/8 inch sapele plywood, and this is the base down here. I just printed that on 1/8 inch sapele plywood as well, but you can use whichever materials you want. This base is meant to be used for 2 1/8 inch pieces, so if you change your material size, it may not fit in this base. You'll have to modify it or change it if you know how to do that. I can also show you that as well. But first I'm going to show you the text on this. So I go over to my left hand side over here to create text. Click over here anywhere, and I just went ahead and put in autumn. I'm going to change the font for the other pieces, so I'll just do autumn first, and I'll also do, let's just change that text first. So let me redo that. I'm going to delete that and go back to doing it again. Autumn, and then I'm going to go over to my text and font over here, which I opened up through the top toolbar up here, text, go to text and font. So I personally just used this font, Give It Your Heart, clicked on that, apply, and if you want, you can always download your own fonts online and make sure that if you're selling something, you have commercial rights to it. So I have autumn here, and now I'm just going to resize it how I want. I'm going to go up here to lock in my sizing tool, and I just went ahead and resized it to fit kind of over here, and I moved it, I slanted it, so I'll show you how to do that really quick. I have it selected already, and I'm going to click it one more time. Now all these arrows are pointing in different directions, and that's how you can slant it or move it around. I'm just going to take the corner, and as you can see, you can move it whichever direction you want to go. So that's just what I did for that piece right there. And I did the same thing for and I think pumpkins please, it came out to be a normal direction. So I went ahead and did the other fonts for leaves and please. Again, just type it in, and I just selected My Hope, which is a font that I bought, and I applied it. Again, I'm just going to resize it to however size I want it, and if I need to change the direction, again, just double click that again and move it as I please. So that's how I did it for that. And of course, when you're done typing out all of your text, you're going to have to go up to the text up here, or actually the path, sorry about that. Go to path and object to path. Make sure your text is selected, otherwise it won't print properly. And any cursive words that you have, you're going to have to ungroup it and unify it, or else it might engrave with stopping points in between each letter. So I'm just going to go to Object, Ungroup. So now each letter is individual, and then I'm going to keep that all selected, go to Path and Union. So now it's all one unified piece. And now it can print and engrave properly. So I just color my engraving code as pink. You can do whichever color you want if you're gonna do something like that. But I'm gonna just go ahead and now show you the base right here. If you're going to use thicker material, you're gonna have to use calipers or something to measure the thickness of the materials together so that you can properly change the inner piece of this slot right here. So you can go ahead and ungroup this. So select the base and go to Object and Ungroup. So now if you click off, you'll see that the slot is now its separate piece. So you can modify it as you please. So anyway, if you go up to the measurement tools up here, it's on millimeters right now. I'll just show you what it says in inches. I have it at 0.3 inches in height. So if you're going to use different materials with different thickness, like I said, use calipers or something similar to measure the thickness of your material that's going to go inside this slot, and then you're going to have to modify the slot accordingly. So if the material thickness is 0.4 inches or whatever, you're going to have to make this a little bit bigger than 0.4 inches for it to fit inside there. So I would just put it at, let's just say 0.5 inches and go from there. Now, it just depends. You might have to do a test cut just to make sure your materials fit inside the slot, so you might want to do that. But that's just how I do it. Just measure with calipers and then change the slot accordingly. And then of course you want to center this, so if you're selecting the slot right here, also hold down Shift button and select the outer piece as well. Go up to Object, Align and Distribute. Let me X out of here. And then you're going to go to Center on Vertical Axis and Center on Horizontal Axis so that it's centered properly. So that's just how I do it. If you have questions on that, please let me know. But this is now ready to be saved, and you can upload it to your Glowforge app once you save this to your computer. So I'm going to go to that now. I'm just going to go ahead and show you as it's printing, and then I'll show you the assembly process as well. Okay, so I went ahead and printed the two pieces. I already took the masking tape off, as you can see. So this is my bottom piece. This is the top layer that I'm going to glue on the top piece right here. And as you can see, the text is in alignment where I want it to be. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead, after it's glued and dried, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this base right here. So I'll be using Gorilla Wood Glue for this and just letting it sit for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, it's officially complete and dry. And like I said, I just went ahead and put it in the base here that I created. And I let the glue dry for about 30 minutes with these clamps that I had around it. And I did just put the glue on certain areas of this. I did not glue the whole entire thing because that would just not be necessary. But this is it. All right, if you're interested in making this yourself, I'll have the file listed in the description box below on where you can purchase it. And if you're also interested in buying your own Glowforge, please feel free to use my referral code. That is also listed in the description box below on where you can get money off. Plus, I would get credits too, which me and my family would truly appreciate. If you have any questions, let me know, and thanks for watching.